Hi there. My guest today ignored a lot of red flags, and this cost her marriage, cost her finances, and among many other things in her life. Please join me as we hear her story. Welcome to It Is Time with MK. Hi there. So my guest today is one of those people I really love. She's been in my life literally in many things, and especially my wedding. She really worked with me in
that committing.
Yeah. Oh my God. She really worked. Oh, but the advices. We will not share the advices.
Please don't.
But they were really impactful. She was really present, and it's one of those things that we do in life that you kind of put as a mark, and nasema, this one was there when I really needed them, not only in the sad times, but also in just transitions of life. And I'm privileged that you thought that it is wise you come here and it is time to share your story. So I believe it is time.
Yeah, it's time. It's time.
It is time to share your story. And one thing I know about your story is it's going to bring healing to someone.
Yeah.
It's going to bring restoration.
Yeah.
Someone is going to be strengthened in this story. And before I do a lot of conversations and talks, I just want my guest to introduce herself.
Wow.
And maybe we can now pick it up from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Lydia Wangoi Maina, but normally Lydia Maina. And I'm a mother of 4, 28, 21, 16 and 9.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
The gap.
Yeah, the gap. The gap has reasons. We'll talk about that.
We will talk about
It's not a planned way of the gaps, But I thank God. And I'm a businesswoman. My life has been a cocktail. Do I say a cocktail or a roller coaster?
Both.
Both. Yeah. But I'm here to glorify God, speaking from a point of winning, speaking from a point of healing. And of course, there are those low moments you feel, but again, I thank God. I'm here to talk about it and just glorify God.
Amen.
Because God allows everything.
Actually,
by the way,
He does.
Yeah. He's omniscient, all-knowing. He does not need to inquire about you.
Sovereignty.
He allows it. He allows it. I mean, let me give you this. You are able. Your grace is sufficient. And for His purposes to be fulfilled.
Yeah.
It's I always tell people, trust the process. Because God is in it. And once you acknowledge God is in the process, it's a place you look back and you're like, thank you, God.
Thank you.
It was worth going through it.
Yeah. Now, my people, before we continue with the conversation, allow me to just give a shout out to my friend, Maureen, and her husband for giving us this amazing platform. It's called Anep Studio. Now, if you want to know more about this place, and it's a place where you can come do your photo shoots, they can do live streams and all that amazing thing for you. Just watch to the end and you'll get the amazing contacts about them. Okay? So, today, okay, she has just told you about the nice name that is in the ID, Lydia, but you call her Mama G.
Mama G.
Mama G, she's the real Kenyan version of Mama G. Now, my guest ignored a lot of red flags when she was a young girl. And these red flags, the things that did make her go through, I don't know. I don't know. The adjectives are flowing and running away from me. But the red flags made her come to this show today.
Exactly.
So you are this young girl, you've just fallen in love with this amazing man.
Yes.
Talk to us.
Tall, handsome.
Tall, handsome. Was he also dark?
He was dark.
So it was tall,
he's
dark,
chocolate
and handsome.
Dark. I think, I don't know. I'll remember later.
Those definitions are the ones that are making girls fall.
Yeah. I thank God. And actually, it's my life, childhood issues affect adulthood.
Oh, yeah,
actually,
true.
I come from a marriage whereby my dad was abusive to my mom. There was noise, there was that. He was a drunkard. He was all that. But at the same time, he was a good father to us.
Oh.
My dad was good. Dad was good. Dad we grew up from a very humble background. My dad, when he leaves the market comes home, amebuy ndizi, nini. We grew up in Western, remember that, So my dad they went there for business. Both my parents are Kikuyus. And they went there for business. Dad would come in the evening. He has come with ndizi, miwa, sindu, the quails, all that. Our dad was so loving.
The Luya in you.
Yeah, the Luya in me. My dad is the one who made sure I've pierced my ears, the high heels and the trousers. But again, he was abusive to my mom.
Yeah.
So I always look back and I'm like, there's something I was running from. I was running from some, and these things, you only realize they affected you, like, as I was telling you, if the knowledge I have now, I knew it before, I would not have gone through from that. Yeah. So I go to high school, primary in Kakamega, Vihiga, high school, I'm done. And then after high school, I bump into this guy. Actually,
after high school.
In fact, I finished my high school in 94. I'm that old, eh? Hey. 94.
Wait.
Yes, I'm 50 years old this year. 50 this year. Yeah.
I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, so I bump. Let me tell you what happened.
Yes.
I was friends with some lady.
Yeah.
I don't want to mention
names.
Please don't. So the lady's boyfriend comes to visit with another guy. And it happens this guy is a friend to the cousin of my friend. So this guy, I'm the one in fact showing them direction around because the parents were so harsh. I'm the one ndio nawapanga. Zile za msitoke hii time come hii time. Then I fall in love with this guy. I don't know what happened. I think it's love at first sight.
Yeah.
Kwanza one mistake, this was somebody's boyfriend was coming to visit. And I'm just young girl, innocent. But this guy is working. At least alikuwa amekula life. I think amenishindia about 8 to 10 years hapo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I fall in love. And that happens. I'm like, where? This life, I have to live it.
Ebu, let me ask. Now,
yes.
This man was someone's boyfriend.
Yeah.
And now you're also in love.
I just fell in love with this guy. Yeah. So he had me with this.
So he had both of you?
Both of us. But again, sasa mimi I think ilikuwa ni zile za by the way. I was just a by the way, but there's the main chick. I'll tell you why there was the main chick.
Yeah,
they were not married, but they were just dating.
Yeah.
So for me, I was like, the innocence. Nishapata, I have to fight for my space. I have to fight for my space. And then we move on. He used to live in Rift Valley. So when I visit in the Rift Valley, I come back. And then this time he tells me he wants a baby. And because now I want to settle.
And you also want to keep this man.
This man, handsome, good man.
Told that.
Alafu, your life ndo umeanza. You don't want to mess up with other people and something like that.
Yeah.
I give in and I get pregnant. And one thing I learned that mothers and parents talk to your children about relationship.
At an early stage.
At an early stage.
Yes.
Be real. Talk to your children.
Yeah.
Get to know who your children are dating.
Yeah.
Get to know who your friends your children's girlfriends and boyfriends are.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, and then I don't blame my parents also.
It was also the
those
era.
Days, the era.
It was a taboo. How do you mean? How do you sit with a child and tell them about
a boyfriend and sex? Exactly the word sex.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if my mother knew and spoke to me about this, I wouldn't have been in this. But again, given that pia aliolewa hivyo, so it's kawaida. So I get pregnant and I'm like so excited. I travel to go back and tell this guy I'm pregnant. Shock on me. Shock on me. I find the guy with that lady. They've moved on. Kumbe we've been moving on together. Both of us together. Tumekuwa tukijenga barabara sisi wote.
Oh my God.
So the lady kumbe, I walked in. I find the lady and he had gone somewhere for a tournament. He was doing that tournament. So niko hapo na nikakaa. And plus I've come with another friend of mine. Mwenye anani support. Twende tumwambie uko na ball, all that. So the lady was so, alikuwa tu mpole, wale mademu wa pole. Hana mambo. So he waits for the guy. The guy comes in the house. Picks the lady and leaves us there and goes with the lady to the dining hall because they had a recreation center in that area. So they go to the dining, there's a club there, they go there and they leave me in the house. I sleep in that house in another room. The next morning, nasikia watu wanapanga vitu. Kumba he's taking the lady for introduction kwa home.
You know, I have a lot of questions at
Please.
this point. First, do your parents even know that you're pregnant?
They don't know that time I'm pregnant. They don't know where I am. Nimetoka nimeenda.
Umeenda ukalala?
Nikaenda nikalala, because those days I would take an excuse. I'm going to visit, I'm going to Shago, napitia, I'm going to do what, napitia. But now sasa inapata sasa, my parents hawajui before hata niwaambie, hata wajui niko wapi.
Another question. You've gone into this person's house. He walks in, assumes that you're
evening.
Not, yeah.
Anajua niko hapo. Lakini sasa kuna the main chick.
Yes, but I'm imagining. Yeah. What is the conversation he was having with?
We never had a conversation. Alikuja tu na akatoka na, in fact he was talking to me through a house help. There was a boy who was working there.
Huyo sena aliambiwa wewe ni nani?
Sasa hiyo ndio sikuwa ijua to date. But the lady knew, because the first incident wakati take from the guy from yeye, alijua Lydia. At some point even the cousin wanted to beat me in the marketplace. Yeah, because nimechukua boyfriend. So they thought imeisha. And you know, men have a way of, I don't know what alimwambia. Alimwambia hiyo tu. Hiyo, you know the way they do it. But now, I don't know what the lady was told that time. And I never got a chance to tell the lady I'm pregnant. Because I'm like, if I told the lady I'm pregnant, maybe haingeendelea. You know, hangekubali kwenda. So they leave me and they go.
Now, another question. And they still went ahead to do the introduction? They
went ahead. So nikabaki hapo, peke yangu. The next day I left home. But sasa wakati nilibaki hapo nikachokora, I came across the father's address. Address ya home Shago. Those days hakuwa na simu.
PO box.
PO box. Nikaandika barua, I'm so and so, I'm pregnant for your son, blah blah blah. Ameniacha nini na nini, amekuja nini. And I forgot about the letter. To date, one of the mothers tells me that letter is still there, Lionanga.
Oh.
Si akapeleka demu Shago. Me, my life continued. And the lady, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened really, but it never worked.
Yeah. Oh, with the lady.
With the other lady, it never worked. Oh. It never worked. Yeah.
Did they at least get married?
They never got married. They never got married. So I got the baby. Nikazalia kwetu.
So this time your parents now know.
Now, one day I'm home na ficha. Sasa nguo najaribu kukatakata. You know those days it's not like nowadays unavaa tight ndio tumbo inaonekana. Ni maternity.
So, you're not even supposed to be showing your belly.
You're not supposed to show your belly. Yeah. Nobody, I don't know whether it was a taboo for you to show something like that. Do you know? Nikaanza kurudi. One day mother akanipata off guard. Sasa mama mdogo, my mom, my father, my mama mdogo baba, my uncle's wife. Yeah. I think alikuwa amemwambia. You know, there are those women who know, and that is me. Look at you. And even me, that happens to me. I can just look at somebody and know where kuna vile you are pregnant. Yeah. So they said, so mom was like, mom did not give me a chance to kubali ama not. Aliniambia unajua mwenye mtoto. Nikamwambia
yeah.
Mtoto ni baraka.
In those days?
Yes. Mtoto ni baraka. And thank God during my pregnancy, I had gotten a job at with these second generation IDs crash program. Yeah. So nilikuwa nimeandikwa kwa office of the president. Yeah, so I was working there. At least I was getting a salary of 4,000. 4,000 was a lot
of money those days.
Yeah, rent, nini, maid tuko tunalipa 500.
Hadi 500.
500.
What do you mean? 200.
Yeah, so I had moved out of home. I did shopping, so I had done shopping. But me, I was those people, you know, life gives you character development. Life streams you. So nikaenda kwa mtumba. You know, those days there were no Pampers.
Yeah.
To napkin. Nikabuy napkin dozen moja na lining dozen moja. And then there are these soft sheets, bed sheets.
Yeah.
Nikapeleka kwa fundi zikakatakatwa hivyo zote.
I know that story.
Yes.
I know it. I've never lived it somehow.
Yeah. So, yeah. And I was ready to give birth now that my mom has accepted me, nobody. And he never visited all that time. I think I would visit. I visited once or twice. So then I came back. Nikazaa mtoto kwetu home. So the baby grew from home. And at some point, angesema anakuja, he doesn't come introduction. You know, there you'll be really ready to come. He doesn't come, you know. And I thank God for my parents. I don't know whether it was ignorance, they didn't want to put pressure on me. Because if it's now, Somebody telling my daughter I'm coming and hakuji nafanyi nini, my friend, that cancel it. Yeah, cancel it. So we grew up with my daughter at home and up to 8 years. I was in Western by then. And then 2000, I moved into Nairobi. I left my daughter home. I moved because the job, we were retrenched. I moved into Nairobi and still, bado nikimove Nairobi, I started business in Western. I had some small shops. And when I on my way to Nairobi to buy stock, I'll pass by. And I just want to tell girls, Aki, don't date that long. Let somebody not use you that long.
For that long.
You go at unaenda kuosha nguo, unafanya nini, una pass by. That was just... And you know, I would go there and you find the other ladies also and all that. But you know, love. This love, stupid love. Now, until I moved to Nairobi, now in that Nairobi, now my daughter was there. I took my daughter now from Nairobi, started staying in a Mabati house, Moroto, in Maringo. I remember I would move with this Nigerian bag.
They were there
Kwa Mkokoteni. Yes, they were there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Kwa Mkokoteni. That's how I started staying in Nairobi. Kwa Nini and Jericho. Maringo, Jericho areas. Those are the places I used to stay. So from there, and then he comes back. I get pregnant with the second boy after 8 years. My second born.
Wait.
Nilikuwa nishajiambia sitaki kuzaa watoto tofauti with different fathers.
I get that point.
Yes.
That one I get.
Yes.
But now,
this
man showed you that he has gone to introduce another woman.
Yes.
And then he doesn't show up for any kind of visit that he promises.
Commitment, nothing. He
has never even bought one nappy.
Yes.
There was no diaper. You come to Nairobi, your baby is now 8 years old.
Yes.
He's showing up for the very first time.
Yes.
And now you get pregnant for
again.
Why? Okay, other than now getting...
Now, in fact, let me tell how I got pregnant. I would use P2. So I went to consecutive weekends. Hey.
P2 failed on you. P2 failed. Okay, people.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? It failed, so...
I'm saying because there's a story I know that one.
P2 failed.
P2 failed on him. Okay, ladies, please. Abstaining is the best way.
Actually, abstaining is the best.
Abstaining is the best. Yeah. P2, it's a natural way of not getting pregnant.
So I got PG. Then I take care of this baby also in this Nairobi.
Alone.
So now there are two.
So this time he came.
No, I'm the one who was going to Gilgil.
Again?
Yes.
Why?
Now, so you're in love. You don't want to take care. You don't want different fathers, children with different fathers. That was my mentality.
But he left you.
Yeah, but I never gave a chance. We were on and off.
So you're like, maybe this time it will work.
This time it will work. Yes, this time it will work. So I get pregnant again. Yeah. I stay in Nairobi, nangangana, and life was hard with that baby. We Moroto with 2 children. But you know, God's grace. God's grace. Yani, sometimes even we don't acknowledge God in our lives. I was still, yes, born again, but your knowledge, you could trust in God. And so when I'm almost giving birth, I go stay in Gilgil. And I leave my daughter with my sister because now we can't afford even school fees.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
His pay slip is so committed. How it's committed, that's another story.
I wanted to ask you how is it committed?
That's another story. So I leave my daughter and then we go to Gilgil. So we stay in Gilgil. I give birth in a county hospital. I don't know how much it was paid. It was less than 1,000.
Is this the one that you're telling me about, the 10 or this?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we stay there with the baby, the girl, my son. My son grows. Then ikafika mahali, I have to come hawk in Nairobi. I would come hawk in Nairobi. I would come hawk, get Minji from Gilgil, come and hawk in Nairobi. Sometimes I go to Kamkunji, get shoes. I come hawk in town. There's one certain lady I would really love to. Yani that lady, Mungu ambarik, she's called Hatma has a salon in town. So Hatma, I would come leave
Thank
my
you, Hatma.
Hatma, thank you so much. I would come leave my son with hawkers. Because hawkers walikuwa nakaa hapo kwake, wanajificha hapo juu ya kanjo. I'll leave my son with the hawkers there, and then I go hawk. Baby kwenda Kamkunji. I remember to one time, and that baby would cry. You Chacha. That baby would cry. I could not leave anybody with that baby. And then he was that heavy baby. I remember one day I had a baby na nimetoka Kamkunji, crossing Kamkunji, coming to the CBD. Somebody has sent me for shoes, somebody has sent also, I've run, and now I'm with the baby. And then these buses, in between the buses. How I left that in between KBS, I don't know how I left. Oh and my God. And I have my baby on the back. Because I'm rushing for a customer to get me some money. Because in the evening, I'm supposed to leave to Gilgil. How I don't know what happened between the buses. I don't know whether those buses had side mirror. They didn't stop. I don't know. Really, I don't know.
You know, what's in my mind is the picture of, you know, if you're alone, you can at least squeeze yourself.
Yes.
But now there's a
I have the baby, and those days were no baby carriers.
Yeah.
Ilikuwa ni leso. Also, one time I remember I left very late to Gilgil. So I'm going to Nyamakima to get a matatu. I meet chokoras. They want to deal with me. Okay. Yes, because at Gilgil niko nafika around 11, 10 in the night. And also her late sister also supported me. They would get me clothes from Tanzania. So I come sell. So jioni, when people are in their homes, because that place was a Ka estate, all the workers were staying in the same place. Every time in the evening I do supper, once I've done supper, I'm in everybody's house. Naenda kuuza nguo, vitenge, nini. I just distribute. Then end month, I collect money. I would leave Gilgil.
And still the baby daddy is not doing anything.
There's the house. You know, I don't know what really happened. I always believed a woman has to work hard. I didn't have this knowledge, or rather that a man has to be everything. And I was so okay. I'm working hard for the family we have, because the house was for the company, the water and everything else. So I was like, if he's doing this, let me do this. I remember one time we met in a matatu, because I would also go hawk in Nakuru. We met in a matatu. He has gotten money for retrenchment. And I'm talking this from a point of, I've healed. And I'm laughing over it. I'm no longer hurting, because that was part of life. I just want to help somebody and somebody to understand that life has to move on. And some of us, whatever situation you are in there, God can still get you out of there. God can still empower you. And I stopped saying this name single mother. I'm not a single mother. I'm a woman helped by God.
Oh, wow. That's powerful.
Because if God didn't help me, I would not be talking about this. So he's gotten money, they've been retrenched, there's money, and then he would never even he was like working, doing business. So I bump into him in a matatu. My son is like, dad. Tukutana kwa matatu, mtoto anang'ang'ana huko nyuma, dad. I don't know whether he remembers those days. So I'm like, nang'ang'ana mtoto asimuite, because he's not responding. He's not responding. Seriously. Yes. And we reach Nakuru. I leave the matatu.
As if you're two strangers.
Yes, we are two strangers.
What?
We are two strangers. I remember when we were relocating from Gilgil, he moved with, he did whatever. He moved, nilihamana basi za main road. Usiku, the only lady. Because now the children are grown up, tumepata nyumba Nairobi, and we have to relocate. So nilikuwa na move na malori. Usiku, katikati ya wanaume.
My goodness.
And it's my money that I'm using na save pesa.
Ndio mutoke na yeye.
Tutoke niende Nairobi. Now we've gotten a school and all that for the children. Yes. And it's still okay. I was okay, yani. I'll say in Maragoli, mkali mudinyu. You know, a strong woman. You know, a strong woman. And I moved back to Nairobi now. And I started hawking well now. And when I started hawking well now, I just started printing, because I'd started part of printing and branding. I do printing and branding mainly. So I just started hivyo kidogo kidogo, somebody ananitisha, nafanya hivi, naenda, nafanya hivi. Meanwhile, I love the vunjika. You know the vunjika tomatoes?
Yeah, those ones
Those ones that zimebondeka kidogo, but they never despise those nyanyas. They sorted me a lot. Even to date, they sort me because they're not spoiled. I get them, go blend them. Hizo ndo nilikuwa natumia.
Yeah.
I would go to city market, get the bones for the chicken that zimetolewa steak. Hizo mfupa tunapika na sukuma wiki. We are good to go with ugali.
So it's the soup that you're eating with?
Not the soup. We make the chicken bones. You cook with sukuma wiki. It's still test chicken.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we went on that way, and God helped me. And you know, God has a way of, if He provided for Hagar in the desert.
Yeah.
And it's the baby who cried. Why can't He provide for me? Yeah. And it's God responded to the baby's cry.
Yeah, not even the mothers.
Not even the mothers.
Yeah.
And because Ishmael was Abraham's son, and God had a covenant with Abraham. Yeah. So because of the covenant, lazima tuange.
Yeah.
So sometimes God helps us because of our children.
Wow, that's powerful.
Because of our children.
Wow.
And let me tell you, God will never leave you alone. And the children grew. Yeah. The children grew. Tukelele your life, we stayed in Jericho. And Jericho, you can imagine the life. It's so chaotic. Yeah. And God started building me pole pole. I met people. I started doing business. I started doing international business, South Sudan. And I mean, ilifika mali in Jericho, I own like 3 cars.
Allah.
Another lady pastor was like, Lydia, all this time you stay in Jericho, I thought you stay in Buruburu.
Yeah, Buruburu was the estate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Stayed in Jericho. And I started doing well. I thank God for this lady who gave me business in South Sudan. She helped me somewhere. But again, another thing, sometimes when you shift levels, get the knowledge. Get the knowledge. Okay. Employ professionals.
When you shift the level,
yes,
get the knowledge.
Get the knowledge. Seek for knowledge. Seek for wisdom. And also employ professionals. Yeah, because I did so well until, I thank God for my family. I'm the firstborn in my family. Yeah, and I came through for my family. I built for my parents a home.
Oh, wow.
I remember there's a brother of mine who was alcoholic. I took him to rehabilitation. Money was nothing. But again, because I don't have the knowledge on saving and everything, professionals and all that, it was not sustainable. And even during that time, even before I got the money, I got pregnant again with the third born.
So now you... With the same man.
With the same man.
By the way, Lydia,
now how this
we need to have another talk. What do you mean?
But then my children are so beautiful. I love them. Out of that, I'm like, God, thank you.
I've seen them, but
now these are the other one is a different of 8 years. Now this other one is a different of 6 years, 6 to 7 years. I get pregnant because the guy wants a baby, and I'm not getting the baby. And every time he's like, utaki kunizalia. But now I want to please this person.
Yani, still, hujaget mtu ataki.
Sijashika.
Baby number 3.
Number 3.
But I'll never judge people.
Yeah, never judge people. You never judge people. Because now I'm looking for acceptance.
Yeah.
I'm looking for acceptance. I love this man. I don't want to take care of these children with another man. Yeah. I want this thing to work.
Yeah.
Proverbs that one woman.
I'm telling you,
we misunderstand it kabisa.
Actually, it's the woman that goes out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But again, also, the woman goes out because the man supports the woman.
I think it's...
You have to submit to somebody who loves you, who is there for you, who is the king. Yeah.
Wow.
Now, I get pregnant number 4. Number 3. The pregnancy number 3. Oh my God, the dramas I went through. I remember even 2 weeks to giving birth. I was beaten thoroughly. Ukumbuke through all this pregnancy, he's not been there.
Yeah.
I do shopping for my children. I remember I went to Gikomba and bought clothes and brought. You know, I'm like, kutafuta hizo manguo tuoshe nini na nini. The guy is there. He's not looking at I mean, me up to date, I've always wanted to know why. Why would somebody do that? But again, I came to understand, you know, one, if it's like me, I think he didn't love me.
No, he didn't, because
I think he didn't love me. Aki, I think he didn't love me. But then let me not blame him. He didn't love me. I forced myself.
You forced it.
That's what I always think. And to date, I thank God, because God has worked throughout. I don't hate him.
Yeah.
Yeah, God really helped me. God really helped me. Now, throughout the pregnancy, I'm going to clinic all alone. Kanjo, it was 10 bob. Kanjo kwenda clinic. And then, I figured mahali, I registered at Madaraka or Makadara at Jogoo Road. There's a hospital there, you pay only 10 bob. To give birth, to deliver.
10 bob.
You only go with cotton and spirit and Dettol, those 3. So I knew I would just go and push.
And you
but again, ushapitia uchungu mpaka you are numb
to pain.
And you are pregnant. You are numb, because I remember there was so much drama in that family and me, so much friction, because he even bet me up 2 weeks to delivery. And there's a mama who is a neighbor who would hear akinichapa. So this mama ananiambia, mama nani, kwa nini unavumilianga, piga nduru? Because he would hear, you know those ones unapiga, you're not supposed to scream. Yeah.
At this time, are your 2 children in the house?
Yeah, they are there.
So they're seeing
They're used to that. I remember even the second born, one day comes and he finds he's really nyongaring me and beating me. So the boy akamwambia, "Wacha kuchapa mami." The boy was slapped.
Oh no.
The boy was slapped.
Oh no.
I really want to know what was going on through his life those days. I really want to know.
This boy has really faced, because one time he's ignored in the matatu.
Yeah. He's slapped and all that. This one person who would beat a child proper. So this third born, nimepitia uchungu mpaka niko numb, niko tu. Liwe liwalo. Niko tu. Ushapitia uchungu, you are numb.
Yeah.
Because that time I think kulikuwa election. Kulikuwa na 2007 election or something like that, and then the president blah 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 blah. Also even party issues also, and political issues also affecting.
What tribe was he? Was he?
It's just a tribe.
No, as in, was he Kikuyu?
No, he's not Kikuyu.
Oh, okay, because also the political things made it worse.
Exactly, made it worse. Yeah. I remember at some point, I don't know, there was a Supreme Court and all that. He didn't even come home because kuna hiyo kesi imekuwa ruled. And
because I remember there was also a time where if you were married to a particular tribe, you were being sent home.
Exactly. So that one also affected. And so this particular day now, going to the hospital for 10 shillings, that day he had not slept home. He has not slept home. So he comes around 3 and I'm seated on the veranda, just waiting for my days to deliver. So kidogo I hear the water broke. I go to the house. So I'm in the bathroom and I'm telling him, kindly call for me a taxi. He ignores several times. He ignores. And he's lying on the seat. He ignores. So I shout, kindly get me a taxi. He comes and places a phone somewhere, some distance.
So that
and remember, the water is broken. I cannot walk with that water. So I leave it ishe. I didn't even pick the phone to call the taxi. So thank God my sister walks in. So I tell my sister, ita taxi. Tukita taxi person is not even coming.
Oh my God.
And it's around 3-4 there. So, and it was a walking distance. So we tell with my sister, get some cotton, put, tutembe. Ndio mtoto teremke. And I leave the guy in the house, the man in the house. With my sister. Tukatembea, we cross over Jericho, ya chini, we go mpaka Makadara, mpaka that's on Jogoo Road. And we go there. So we go, they test on and ay, this baby is not yet. We stay, they tell me the baby is not yet. But because the water imetoka, it's danger. Because to the baby, because the pain has to be there and the baby cannot be given birth to without the pain.
Yeah. Also, it's risky for infection.
It's risky for infection. Me, I didn't know. So I sit there. I'm like, now what next? And those days, Pumwani was now, but they tell me when I need ambulance, I go to Pumwani. Pumwani, they were stealing babies. It was dirty. It was kulukatu with a lot of drama in Pumwani. And those days, St. Mary's ilikuwa imefunguliwa tu. 208. So I call my other sister, the one who follows me, and I tell her, where are you? I'm in Makadara here, and I think Madaraka. Makadara is the one which is in West, which one? Madaraka, I'm in Makadara Hospital, Jogo Road. Na nimeambiwa because there's no, ninio maji metoka, so I need to go to Pumwani, but I can't go to Pumwani. And I had saved some money. Let's go to St. Mary's. My sister is like, oh my God, what do you mean? Was he in the house? Kambaya, I left him with us. He said, no, this guy is here taking beer with us. So when I left, he joined my sister's boyfriend with my sister to take beer, and he has not told them anything.
But I feel, okay, I'm almost getting mad at you. But
yes,
again,
please don't. Yes, my sister is like, in fact, he used a very bad word. Na hii niko hapa na yezi sema.
Jesus.
So my sister comes with the boyfriend, with him in the car to get me to St. Mary's Yala. No, St. Mary's Hospital, Langata. They go to St. Mary's Langata. And now there's no pain. I have to be induced. That's around now 7.
Yeah.
So wakaniacha hapa, was admitted. Remember this time, let me tell you, you women, you ladies, that men wait on you to give birth. Aki, don't take it for granted. Oh my God, I envy you people.
Yeah.
I envy you, and I am always proud of such men.
What?
I'm left there.
So he left.
He left. Probably went to continue drinking or something like that.
Yeah.
I labor from 7 up to 6 in the morning. That time nimewekewa maji, nimewekewa. And then the nurse comes and tells me, Mama, for me, let me save you and save the baby.
Yeah.
I was asking, where is the door for theater? Then they didn't even do CS bikini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bikini.
Yeah, bikini is the one which is down. It's called bikini.
Yeah, the new
one.
Yeah. Initially they used to do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I go, they do for me an injection, they numb the rest of the body, and that's how I gave birth to a baby boy.
Now the third baby.
The third baby. And this third baby, I'm telling myself, I'll call him my dad.
Normally, Kikuyu, you do that.
Oh. Nani? It was an issue. It was an issue.
Someone that was not there.
Wait. Even before that, we calling the name, the calling of the name, he comes 2 days later.
The hospital?
Yes.
Let me sip water.
Thank God for St. Mary's Yala. Yes. Comes 2 days later. A day later, simeza asubuhi. He comes the next day. So I call him and tell him I've had a baby boy. Because me and it was a girl anyway. Kumbe behind, some relatives even, I came to learn this later, alikuwa anasema mtoto sio wake.
Oh, that's why alikuwa ngana shughuli. But people.
Leave alone that. I come home, thank God the sister was around. Thank you so much. The sister comes to hospital, wakan discharge. So my sister tells me, make sure hakuna pesa yako nalipa. Najua you have those mad sisters.
Oh, yeah.
Where they atalipa. And it was small money. I think it was 6K. How much it was. So I'm taken home, I go home. But going home, I take care of myself. Nimezana. This is the first CS. He takes like 6 to 5 months before he holds the baby. Now that's when I came to understand mtoto hakuwa wake. Hata mtoto alie, he comes, looks at the baby, and he passes. Yes. So I think he was either waiting for the features of the baby kuona kama, because my children, thank God, they all
Look like him.
Like him.
Mm.
Yes.
Really?
So my sister was there on holiday from school. So we stayed with my sister in August. Nini took care of me and all that. And yeah, life continued. And life continued. Remember clinics, I'm going all alone. Aki, this men, you men who take your wives to the clinics. I'll go to Kanjo, 10 bob, weigh the baby. Yeah. And I had several house helps.
What do you mean you go
several
to Kanjo?
See Kanjo, 10 bob. They just weigh the baby, you pay 10 bob. And you live with the baby. You know, it was to me to take a child to a clinic of which hospital. I mean, how?
Oh my God.
How? Yeah.
Where?
Yeah, and I thank God. And during this time, I had several house helps.
Yeah.
Because there are also issues with house helps. That's another story for another day.
At least now you have some money from the
business. Now at least I have some money. I'm doing business and all that. And this baby, the third born, came with a blessing. I started buying my first car, Evo.
The baby that was rejected.
Yes.
Came with
I remember this baby had adenites. Adenites, it's what grows between the ENT, whatever. And I'm going for surgery. I took the baby alone for the surgery. He only came during the time he timed the time for the surgery, wanafanya surgery. And then he left me with the baby hospital. Akunanga support nzuri like when somebody supports you in child upbringing.
No, I think we take it for granted.
You people take it for granted.
We take it for granted because, well, at least for me, I don't, because I shared my story in Suddenly Single Mom, how we had to raise, me and Maureen, how we had to raise our children alone. So when we got this opportunity for God to give us now a husband that is present.
Exactly.
My dear, you know what it means holding it.
Yes.
Like, for us, we look at it from that point of, this is not something you can joke with.
Yeah, please.
It's a serious, you don't
commitment.
Joke with it. Yeah.
You don't joke with it.
You don't joke with it.
Yeah. Me I don't remember any time.
Yeah,
that he was there for the baby's hospital, clinic, nini. This calf, second born, one time wamecheza akajikata ulimi. Yeah? The baby was beaten seriously. Why are you, kwani umejanguka ukifanya nini? Akaenda kalilia nje.
Okay, there's something you told me, Offset, about where you had to use nappies that.
Yeah, when I got my firstborn, my mom or those people who keep things.
Yeah.
I remember the napkins that I had used.
That's the one that your mom gave you.
That's what my mom gave me for my firstborn. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That is interesting.
And I remember him, just to give credit, he did some shopping on like a paper bag. Just the paper bags are green. He did some clothes, 3 napkins, 4 napkins. And thank you so much. But then he did that. Yeah, just that. But after that.
Now, I want us to go to...
I've not told you another story. One day I'm in town and we all left to town to work on Sunday after church. So I leave my third-born son playing PlayStation in the house. So, me, I don't know. You remember this guy who said he does not love children? He hates children.
Hey, there's someone like
There's this guy, anaitwa Kanyairo, somebody like that. Massage by Steve. But also he said that because I think he's also childhood traumas, yeah? I came to learn he had childhood trauma. He says he hates children.
Wow.
So for me, I'm like,
now you kind of
I'm like, you didn't just love children. Yeah. So I leave my son in the house doing PlayStation. And then I go for my business, my other staff go for other business. So after 2 hours, one of my workers calls me. Your son is in town in the office and crying. I'm like, I left this boy in the house. So the guy, when the boy alikuja na barabara, Jericho, Jogoo Road, Baka town, how the car comes, Baka matatu until he comes to the office. This boy is not even 10 years. He's not even 10 years. Wow. He comes mpaka kwa office. So the boy goes in the office and anapata kuna watu kwa office. He's teremka's town crying. So this man is like, who is this well-dressed boy? Where is he going? Where are you coming from? Yeah, I was coming to look for my mom, blah, blah, blah. He's not there. God. So the man tells the boy, come and show me the office. So thank God my office girl had given the number to the man. So I come call. I can imagine if this boy never met anybody,
What would have
angerudi aje
happened?
home, what would have happened?
Now, why did he leave the house?
He was told leave the house, go out, go and play outside.
And for him, outside is leave and go and look for your mom.
And end up, we've left him playing PlayStation because that's what was making him play. Busy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Those are just but one of few scenarios.
And they're still ready to give him baby
yeah. Not yet.
Let's go for baby number
4.
This video was shot and recorded at Anip's studio, Mapa House, 3rd floor, Kiambu Town. For professional indoor and outdoor photography, please call them 0114 507221. For any kind of services, live stream, photography, videography, they give all the services. Follow them on all their social platforms. Thank you.